Hogwarts Legacy is finally out. I was super excited to jump in this new adventure, and after 2 days of playing it, I'm definitely enjoying myself. I'm making this review pre-launch since people buying the deluxe edition have access to the game 72 hours prior to launch, which will be the 10th this month. It is a single-player game with open world, with spellcasting combat and extensive exploration. You can level up your character and enhance your gear, complete puzzles, and customize your hideout, but most of those details will be revealed in another video once I've progressed enough into the game to give you proper details. I made a list of pros and cons for you who wants to know if they should play the game or not, and the state of the game right now, so here it is. The game offers multiple displays option, like different rendering resolution and upscale type, but even though I kept trying different things, I've yet to encounter a really smooth experience, both in battle, cutscenes, and overall mid-high graphics. It is still pre-launch, and I'm sure the team is already trying to maximize the performance of the game, but it was a bit disappointing to have this wonderful world limited and lagging even at a balanced rendering and medium quality graphics. My graphic card should be plenty able to handle at least high graphics, so it was a little bit disappointing. Hogwarts offers such a great exploration feeling. I have about 13 hours into the game. The world looks great, and you will find lots of small details right and left. I often stop just to look around what's happening with the NPCs, the paintings, the statues. I heard some people say that NPCs don't have enough dialogue, but having so many items and objects to react to is more than enough for me. It doesn't happen so often, and I already did multiple times in Hogwarts Legacy. Might it be for a battle between ghosts or musicians playing guitar. So it makes the world so much more alive, and I appreciate that. The music in the game, it's fantastic. I love the vibe, the ambiences in Hogwarts, the villages, the battle music. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, a painting was playing guitar somewhere in the castle. That kind of attention may seem overkill for some game creators, but they are greatly appreciated by the players. At least they are for me. The battles are a lot more fun than I anticipated. Watching the preview of the game before, I was wondering how fun it would be. I spent a long time doing side quests at the beginning of the game, and I ended up being over-leveled. Still, I got destroyed a few times when I failed to dodge the proper enemy skills. Me getting obliterated a couple times made me enjoy the game even more. I'm looking forward to complex battle, and hoping the game will end up being really challenging, and definitely I'm gonna try the hard mode. Spells are customizable, and the talent points are quite worth it. They make me want to go grind a bit to make the battles a little bit easier, but the problem is that they are a little bit too powerful. As soon as you unlock those talent points, you get to use a few of them, and lots of your skills will be much more effective. So I'm a bit worried about the end game. Will we be too powerful? I might have to put the game mode in hard maybe, but I don't know yet, so we'll see about that. Dialogue for the quests and NPC you interact with is really good, though your choices of answers does not change the outcome enough. I understood sometimes also being a bit of a jerk to certain characters give you extra gold, so that's a useful tip that I might have in the end. Out of all the performance issue, the worst is the cutscenes. You see lots of artifacts. Lots of cuts. It's really not smooth. I wanted to rewatch some cutscenes, and there was nowhere I could unless I go back in my saves and do it again. But even then, I would not be able to watch them properly because I would have the same problems. So it's a bit of a problem, considerable one. They will probably have to maximize this. I don't expect everyone to play this game to have a graphic card of the year. So yeah, hopefully they fix this soon. I think it will be fixed, so it's just a temporary con, let's say. So yes. Like every newly released game, there's a few bugs, and if you luckily the autosave will save multiple times during the course of your questing, but still, I had a save file that bugged at a certain NPC. I will mention it right under it. I forgot the name. It's the one with the brooms in Hogsmeade. So be careful with the dialogue with this guy, because I had to restart like about an hour 30 of playing because multiple of my saves were corrupted and I couldn't speak to the guy anymore and I couldn't complete the quest anymore. So that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, I managed to save it with maybe replaying one or two quests before. So yeah, the first tip that I would recommend to people is that you can customize your gear however you want. Just by simply looking at the item, you see that F change appearance. By clicking on it, you get access to different looks. For right now, I'm on the gloves, and yes, it's kind of easy to do. But it took me maybe 2-3 hours before I find this. You can read it on a loading screen, but I guess I was too busy during those loading screen. It's a bit disappointing that I had to go around looking like an idiot when this was so easily accessible. So yeah, if you don't want to look like creepy with this giant mask, it's easy to fix it to put those Harry Potter glasses. By doing challenges, you will unlock rewards. The thing is, even though you completed the reward, if you don't go in the menu and click the claim item, you will not have it. So, for example, completing the Merlin challenges will grant you additional gear space, so you can carry more of them before having to go to an NPC to sell your stuff. So yeah, just don't forget to claim them. Talking about Merlin challenge, you should complete them early in the game, since they will allow you to carry more equipments, and it will be easier to not be full and sell equipments instead of destroying them. So yes, sell every equipment piece you don't use, because you want the gold and you don't want to be full the next time you go exploring. I got caught in a main quest without a possibility to teleport to a vendor and come back, so I lost a fortune destroying items instead of selling them. I also recommend that you learn how to craft early in the game, because some missions will ask you to craft some potion and use them, and if you buy them from a vendor it will cost a lot, but if you go get the material and you craft it yourself, it doesn't cost anything except for the recipe that you can get at Hogsmeade, so it's a way to save lots of gold. So in the settings, I recommend you go fix your graphics. Here I tried multiple ones. I was with NVIDIA DLSS at first, but it seems like this one worked better, and other people recommend this one too. So if you want the game to look a little bit better, choose quality, and then what I'd recommend is to go turn off motion blur, chromatic aberration, film grain. They're not required. I kept depth of field. If you have this is gonna impact the GPU, so if you have a decent GPU, it should be fine. Frame rate here, I put 60 because for OBS it's just better. And make sure you choose the NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on and boost. If you leave it at on, it's going to use more of the CPU. In my case, I want to use more of the GPU, so just like that. And then you can focus on what's really important in the game. Effect quality, I lowered them. I'd rather have like material quality ultra, and focusing on texture quality, things like that. Foliage, because there's lots of grass and trees. Fog and sky, they're low. Post process, it's low. Otherwise, cutscenes are going to be struggling a lot. They will still, even though you're going to try to make the best of the settings. Ray tracing, make sure this is all off, because the game's not optimized for that right now. And then population quality, I turned this at low too, so that the game will not start lagging in big battle scenes or when you walk in busy rooms in Hogwarts. So yeah, that's my settings right now. They work well so far. It took a little while to maximize all this, but now I think it's in a good position, so I can enjoy the game freely. So that's it for my first impression. So far, I really love the game. There's a few technicalities that are a bit annoying, but it's still a great game, full of details you need to discover all around the map and the world of Hogwarts. So I hope you will like it too, and leave comments or follow for a video eventually when I'm more advanced in the game. I'll put some tips and tricks, and that's it. See you again.